Hey guys, my name is Peyton and I'm here to talk to you about social media. So, congratulations! You are now a social media influencer, and yes, you heard me right. Social media will be your wingman as you work your Rodan and Fields business. And notice I said social media will be your wingman because you cannot build a business by posting on Facebook and Instagram alone. Our business is based on relationships and building relationships, reaching out to people. So you have to think like an influencer, and you might not know what influencers are, but there is an entire market of social media or of people on social media who make product recommendations and they're paid for it. And they are not famous. They are simply people like you and me. And in this business, that's exactly what we do. We make product recommendations and we earn a commission. So what I'm going to teach you is how to best utilize your social media to grow your Rodan and Fields business. So I don't know if you follow any influencers online, but you're not allowed to say that you are too old or you are not influencer potential, because I am part of a peer group with several influencers over 60 years old, and there are people that are like dental influencers, and I'm like, what do you even post about? But everybody can be an influencer. Everyone has their niche. You just have to own it and work it. So first things first, let's talk about the first few things you're going to do as a new consultant. When you get your kit, you just got your kit, yay. The first things you should do when you get your kit are take a cute picture with it. Influencers are about great content, and your kit picture is like your grand opening flyer. You have to make it worthy. So I have some examples of like what not to do. This photo right here is what you should not do. That is a picture of my kit on carpet. And yes, I took that photo when I first started, and then I was like, no. So what I did was this, and this is what you should do. Your kit picture is your grand opening flyer, your personality, and you just need to be in your kit picture and let your personality shine through. So that is super, super important. It will grab the attention of all your followers when you're like, hey, I'm in business, yay. Okay, so the second thing you're gonna do with your kit is get on Facebook Live or Instagram Live or both, and do an unboxing. I don't know if you've ever seen an influencer or anybody do some kind of unboxing. It's where you get a package in the mail and you literally open it on camera and you just have your reaction and you show off what you got. It's so simple, but it's addicting to watch. And pro tip, if you have a laptop with a camera, you can be hands-free during your Facebook Live, and it makes it so much easier. So if you're unboxing your kit for the first time, your real reactions and excitement will be clear. Your audience will, it will be clear to your audience, and hopefully it will capture the attention of your viewers. Your excitement will sell, and that's so important. You have to be excited. And you don't have to be a product expert in this video. Just unbox. Invite people that are watching on your live video to go inside your Facebook event where you'll hold your virtual BBL. And that's where you and your sponsor will go into detail about the products in the business. So this is really to just get the attention of people that you're in business, raise some questions, and then drive them to your event, and then you can go into more detail. So from there, your virtual BBL, you're going to create a Facebook event. You're going to make it public to launch your business. You're going to invite as many people as possible. And what you want to do is create like a graphic invitation using an app like WordSwag or Canva or something like that. And you're going to use that as your event cover photo. You're going to use it in your news feed, and you're going to send it out in Messenger. Make sure you're reaching out to your friends to make sure they're RSVPing to your event. Send them a sample message like, hey girl, I'm going live tonight with a friend showing off my new RNF products. I'd love it if you could tune in. Thanks so much for your support. XOXO. Insert the link in the flyer. So please refer to Liz's video on launching your business for more details on that. Okay, so at the beginning stages of your business, and kind of as you weasel your way into a consistent flow of work, Influencers are content creators. You are responsible for keeping your followers informed, educated, inspired, and entertained. Can't talk. You want to use your voice. So how do you achieve this on Facebook? You want to strategize your content, and I have coached on this before, but knowing what to post each day will make your life so much easier. When you have a schedule, it just kind of flows autonomously, and you don't have to think about what to post. And I just wanted to share a few examples of what I do and what I've recommended to others. So Monday, Motivation Monday. Post an inspiring quote or share an RF consultant testimony that would motivate someone to jump in business with you. Stories sell, and even better if it's in your own words or even your own testimony. So, Tuesday, this could be Transformation Tuesday. Share a before and after picture to drive product sales. Make sure it's clear to your customers make sure it's clear to your customers of what products that person was using. Sometimes the font on the before and after is hard to read, so make sure in your text that you are clarifying what products were used in that before and after. Wednesday, Wildcard Wednesday. Post anything. Post something in your real life. Maybe go Facebook Live. Thursday, another wild card. You can post anything. Maybe go Facebook Live again. So then we get to Friday, Freebie Friday or Flash Sale Friday or whatever you want. But this is a day to get samples or products in the hands of potential customers. So that's what I would recommend, but you can play with it and make up your own thing. But having that schedule is so important. So I know that I was talking about before and afters and, other things. But if you're looking for content, Rodan & Fields has provided a whole database of beautiful content that you can use. It's for your taking. And to get there, you're going to go to www.myrfpulse.com. You're going to log in with your consultant information, and you'll be directed to a dashboard that has icons on the left-hand side, or whichever way I'm facing. It's on the left-hand side, and you'll see Comms Corner. You're going to click that, and it's going to direct you to a whole library from before and after pictures to product photos to flat lays, really anything. They have everything in there, and they're all beautiful, so you can't go wrong. But it's really important to observe other consultants and how they promote their business. You'll see that people are putting things in their own words, or, it's just, I've learned so much just by watching other people. So make sure that you are connected with other consultants and observing how they promote. Maybe you'll get some inspiration. So Facebook Live. I've said that you might want to go Facebook Live on one of your days in the week. The easiest way to stand out on social media is to be consistent with something. A social media guru once told me that I had a huge following that I was leaving on the table because I wasn't going Facebook Live enough. And I kicked myself because when Facebook Live first came out, I was an early adopter. I was all over it. I started a thing called Front Porch Fridays, and it was highly followed. Like every Friday I was on there just talking about my life, and I was just on my front porch like having an adult beverage, and people would tune in, and it was crazy. But anyway, but I fell off track. So I lost that opportunity, so now I'm having to build up again. So Facebook Lives are super important because they let your followers engage with you real time. Your personality is going to shine through, and it will seem genuine when it comes to working your business. Some people don't take us seriously, thinking we just joined this business to get rich quick, right? Wrongo. Being as transparent and authentic as possible will pay off. You should pick one day a week to go live around the same time. You can give it a title. If a title doesn't come to you right off the bat, just title it with whatever topic you're wanting to discuss, or give it a vague or mysterious title that will lure viewers in. So, I have taken several social media courses, and one thing that you need to realize is that it's important to grow a following outside of Rodan & Fields. What are you into? what are you good at outside of this business? Do you like cooking, gardening? Are you like super family based, athletic, whatever? You should have people following you for something outside of that. Like besides your like close friends and family, like what do people recognize you as? Like, or 3 things that people identify you as. Think about that. Okay, so let's see, where was I? Okay, so Facebook and Instagram. You can link your Instagram posts to Facebook. So whatever you post on Instagram will automatically go to your Facebook page. But Instagram is a whole nother ballgame. You should please refer to the video on how to link your Instagram and Facebook. So one thing to remember about social media is where you are consistently posting, that is where your following will be. Your engagement rate will be higher because social media algorithms favor people who are active. So I used to be really active on Facebook, and I started building up Instagram, and where I was really popular on Facebook, it started to dwindle, and then this one came higher. So I've got to find a happy medium because I've been leaving, I've been leaving it on the table over on Facebook, and my Instagram has, kind of blown up. So I need to have a happy medium. So make sure you're consistent on both to have both platforms using those to their full potential. Okay, so there are 2 ways to stay active on your social media platforms. You have your feed and you have your stories. So let's talk about that. How do you use these? You should post once a day on each platform. If the only thing you're posting about is Rodan and Fields, you are doing it wrong. Your profile should be about 50-50 real life posts to RF posts. People are very nosy. They want to see you. And one thing I really think is super important is to be present in your stories. I don't know if you follow Emily Ann Buck, but she is one person that I know is really good at that. Almost daily, she's on there singing and dancing or chasing her dog around. People, like, that's what you expect in her stories. So Instagram stories are where you can easily show your real life and let your audience get to know you if they already don't. So, okay. So on Instagram, you need to set up an account if you don't have one. And if you're just new to Instagram or you need to revamp your Instagram, you want to make it easy for people to find you. You want your profile to be public. And I would recommend not having crazy handles that look like robot names. For instance, like do not use, like for me, PKS_1989.RF. Do not use anything like that. Use something that's easy to say or spell out. For example, my real one is Peyton Kells because that's my name. So, but my all-time favorite Instagram handle belongs to my downline Amanda Koch. It's at Your Skincare Dealer. So how perfect. Anyways, so make sure that your Instagram handle or username, whatever you want to call it, is just simple and streamlined and easy for you to share. So the next thing that's really important about setting up your Instagram is your bio. This is so important. You have to have like a clear, I guess, how should I say this? You only have 150 characters to give your potential followers a glimpse of who you are. So I like to call this your first kiss or an elevator pitch. Who are you? What are people going to find on your profile? Like I said, are there what 3 things how can I say this? What 3 things do people identify you as? What do they know you for? This is an elevator pitch for people to follow you. Without a strong bio, it will be hard to grow your following. I don't recommend saying that you're a Rodan and Fields consultant in your bio, but that's a personal choice. For me, I don't want people to stereotype me before they get to know me. I don't want them to think that I am solely out there to sell them something. So I just don't want people to make, my first impression, I want that to be in my bio, and I want my first impression to be genuine, if that makes sense. So, like I said, your bio is super important, but there's also a place for you to put a link. So Do not put your Rodan & Fields website link in that slot. You want to be in control of the traffic on your website. This could result in people buying retail orders before we can tell them about becoming a preferred customer or a consultant. Make them come to you about ordering so you can give them all the information. But one little loophole there. If I was going to post a link there, I would post my solution tool. So that's where you can get new followers to take the skin quiz, and that will lead their contact information to your email inbox. So that way you can reach out with a product recommendation. But there is also another recommendation. I use Linktree, and it's a website service, and it's a free website, and it creates a link that sends you to a site of multiple links. So it kind of sends you to a menu, and you can tailor it to like whatever links you want to do. So for me, I have my solution tool in there. I have my video testimonial. I have a blog site. I have a link to my Facebook and a link to my day jobs website. And I have, a few other trivial links in there. So that will drive people to whatever you want them to see in regards to you. So if you have several links that you'd like to share, Linktree is a great service for you. Okay. What do you post on Instagram? Well, Instagram is a content-driven platform. It has a different flair. It's geared towards branding. So you'll see that almost every big brand will have an Instagram account. Think of it as like an online magazine. It gives you an opportunity to show off your creative side and brand yourself. Whether it's from choosing a filter or specific things that you're passionate about, or choosing a color theme, whatever you want to do, having a pretty Instagram is not what is going to grow your business, but the content in your posts, how it's written and presented, that will grow your following. And so your post, in a nutshell, should bring value, and that will help you grow your business. So you have to think like an influencer. I'm saying the word influencer again. I can't get it out of my head. So you need to learn how to combine you and Rodan & Fields in a post. So like for me, I've had friends and my husband snap pictures of me using my Rodan & Fields products. So do you think that your husband or your kids or your friend or somebody at work, I don't know, snap a picture of you putting on your Radiant Defense in the morning? Or, just something like that. Have them snap a picture of you. You don't need a fancy photographer. You can use your cell phone and Instagram to edit your photos to make them pretty, I guess, or just make them, more appealing. So what I'm trying to say is you might get on here and see all these influencers online and they have beautiful photos, but most of them are doing it on their iPhone, and a lot of them have their husbands or their kids take photos of them. So you can do this. You got this. Okay, so some tips on getting engagement on Instagram. Make sure you're posting consistently, and that goes for Facebook too. One post per day around the same time each day. That's what's recommended. And I choose between 8 to 10 a.m. and some people post from 8 to 10 p.m. Your posts, like I said, should educate, entertain, and inspire. I like to add prompts at the end of my captions on my post, asking my followers to give their 2 cents on whatever it is. Having people interact and engage on your post will keep it in the algorithm. And the algorithm is so important. It changes every day, but riding the wave of the algorithm will keep your posts relevant and in your followers' news feeds. Make sure that you respond to comments within 1 hour with, okay, this sounds crazy. You want to have written responses that are more than 5 words. Because that will also boost it in the algorithm. Anything under 5 words will be kind of marked as spam. So social media will not favor those responses as like keeping it relevant in the algorithm. It's crazy. So as far as stories, I love interactive stories because these cause conversations, and we live for conversations in this business. So, making your stories interactive, using Insta features like polls, questions, or you can even use the GIFs on your Transformation Tuesdays, like where you tap to reveal the after. Or you can just simply ask for advice. Like for me, it's like, what kind of cat food do you buy, y'all? Or, seek recommendations for a restaurant. Even if you don't want their opinion, just see what people like, It just really just the point is to start conversations. So to sum all of this up, you're probably incredibly overwhelmed, but you just need to start posting. That's the only way you're going to get comfortable and familiar with social media. And once you're warmed up, you can start implementing this strategy. So just get out there and start posting. You can't mess up. You'll do great. And that's pretty much all I have for you. I think we're going to do an advanced training. So until then, keep happy posting.